Hi everybody, this is Alex Mullin with ABC News Live, and I'm here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at a town hall for President Obama, and he's going to be speaking here shortly in about 30 minutes. He's going to be speaking about Medicaid expansion. He's on his post-State of the Union tour right now, and he's going around touring the country. Yesterday he was in Omaha, Nebraska, kind of repeating some of the lines from his State of the Union, telling people about his priorities for his last year in office, and among those priorities, like we're going to hear here today, is Medicaid expansion and more focus on the Affordable Care Act, or as a lot of people know it, Obamacare. He's going to be praising. We'll hear that a lot of politics, like we heard yesterday in Omaha, Nebraska. He's going to be taking some more veiled shots at Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. Yesterday we heard him kind of deride Donald Trump, but not using his name, for his proposed ban on Muslims, and we also heard him take shots at Ted Cruz for his plan to carpet bomb ISIS. Now, we're going to hear some of those, and this is going to be throughout the rest of the year of the last year of President Obama's presidency, where he's going to be on the trail and he's going to be actively promoting the policies of the last 7 years, calling his administration a success, and basically promoting it as something that needs to be continued, either with Hillary Clinton or Senator Bernie Sanders. And so I'm just going to show you guys the crowd here in McKinley High School here. One sec. So you guys see behind the president there are a lot of state health workers. They're going to be a big, and this is a big focus of President Obama's town hall here today. He's going to be praising Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards, who just recently became governor here and decided he was going to expand the state's Medicaid system. Now, President Obama, one of the great frustrations of his presidency was that many conservative governors chose not to expand Medicaid under Obamacare, leaving hundreds of thousands without the Medicaid insurance. And just since Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards took over, he decided he was going to expand it. And so President Obama, expect to hear him give a big thank you to Governor Bel Edwards about that. So as you can see, one of the interesting things, this is actually President Obama's first presidential trip to Baton Rouge. And so you can see the town just transform. Look at the crowd here. It's just a packed gymnasium here at McKinley Senior High School. And you see national media come in. There's the risers over there with a lot of national media and a packed gymnasium. And I was just outside earlier and saw just lined up on the streets here. I mean, the mood is really electric here when President Obama comes to visit these communities, and any president in general, when they come visit, the town all comes out. Maybe not just because they support his politics, but the just allure of coming for a presidential visit. And so it's just it's been a real. It's just a really interesting time, and President Obama on a 2-day swing. Yesterday he was in Omaha, Nebraska on his post-State of the Union tour. Today in Baton Rouge, and then he'll head back tonight to Washington, D.C. But as he has said, as he said in his State of the Union, expect to see him out a lot on the campaign trail, pushing for the democratic principles that he pressed for during his presidency. So yeah, I mean, just a big crowd here, a lot of excitement. The president should be out in the next, hopefully, 5 minutes here. The crowd obviously gets really antsy. Many of them have to come in. I mean, they were here about 3 hours before, and they have to get swept by the Secret Service. Everybody is checked meticulously. The entire area is swept by dogs. It's really kind of, it's a madhouse a lot of the times on these presidential visits, and especially with Baton Rouge never having a presidential visit here before. This is the president's first time at McKinley Senior High School, which is rather a small high school actually. But he's going to be speaking to a lot of these people and taking questions, and so there's always the attraction of potentially getting a out of this world question, or some kind of just out of left field question that might set him off, or also might just get him to tell a few jokes. And yesterday he was telling a few jokes about the GOP policies, the GOP criticism of him as of late, and basically just saying, there's another B word for it, and then he corrected himself saying baloney. So expect to hear some more presidential jokes out here. But we should be up here in about 5 minutes. I'm going to let you go, and tune into abcnewslive.com. We'll be running the president's remarks there. This is Alex Mullin again from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Thanks.